hope everyone's having a lovely afternoon. So, for this speech, it's supposed to be a demonstration speech, and I'm going to do a concoction that I always make every day for myself. The reason I'm going to show this is because it might help benefit for everybody, because if you're like me and you're constantly working and on the go, you might not always eat or drink the healthiest of things to keep you going. My personal drug of choice has been coffee and Red Bull. But ever since I started drinking this, it's not only helped give me a bunch of energy, it's also helped with promoting weight loss and other various items. Now, I know some people might think it's a little weird putting certain fruits and concoctions in your drink, but in all honesty, it does help. I was really skeptical about it first, but then my mom started doing it, and then she started making me do it, and now here I am going to demonstrate it for you. It's got 3, possibly 4 very simple ingredients. It's lemon and an apple. You can use red or green apples. I personally prefer green just because it's my favorite and I like the sourness to it, and I think it blends better with the lemon, but you could also use the red if you prefer the sweeter tones. And then the last one is this. These are bitters, liver bitters. Now, my mom gets them as a spray, but you can also unscrew it and pour it into the concoction. I only recommend a few drops because they are very potent. Now, I'm going to start explaining a few of these to you as well to kind of help. Oh, last one. Sometimes I will also pour a little bit of the harmless coconut water into it, organic, of course, because coconut water has always been promoted as well for healthy lifestyle as well as weight loss. So the reason that a lot of people like to put lemon in their water, not just in restaurants, but in this particular case as well, is because lemon helps promote hydration. It is a great source of vitamin C. It also helps improve the skin quality, supports your weight loss as well as digestion. And I normally like to cut it up into little pieces like this. You could also use lemon juice as well. It just depends on, how much time you have. I have a couple extra seconds today, so I decided to take about half a lemon and just cut it up a little bit and squeeze it in. And then I will do all of the squeeze, I'll squeeze all of the juices into it and then leave only like 1 or 2 of the skin, just so, with this cup I'm using, it's a straw, so I don't want to accidentally get anything caught into it, and then it'll be a little bit harder to drink later on. And like I said, it's not just for this. A lot of people in restaurants will also add lemon. You could also potentially use limes as well if you like. Like I said, it just depends on what you prefer. I've just found that this is the best concoction with this particular. Now for this apple, we're only going to cut it in half. And then I'm going to probably eat this later as a snack, which is also a benefit to doing this because it's like you have a little snack later on. And for this, what I will always do, I will always cut it up, put them in there, and then I let it soak for an hour or 2. That way, when I first get to work, I'm not really that thirsty, I'm not really that hungry, but then later on when I need that extra energy boost or anything like that, this helps. And like I said, you'll have a little snack later. Apples are, I don't know if everyone never heard this, it's the whole apple a day keeps the doctor away. Well, there's a reason for that. Apples help promote weight loss as well, as also diabetes. They're good for your heart. And recent study shows that the substances in the apples will help promote cancer. So there's some truth to what it says. And like I said, you can put a little coconut water for flavor as well. I don't put too much. I just do a little bit of a splash just to kind of give it a little more color and a little bit extra. Now, I mentioned bitters earlier. If you've ever had an old-fashioned, you probably know this is what gives the old-fashioned that smoky flavor to the bourbon whiskey cocktail. Bitters are a mix between spices, tree bark, roots, seeds, various skins of fruits, and what they do is they put it all into this bin of neutral liquor, like a non-flavored vodka, that sort of thing, and then they preserve it for a couple of days until it gives it that fruit. And like I said, I only do about 1 or 2 drops of it because it is very potent. Now, Bitters not only help improve digestion as well and burn fat, they reduce gas and bloating, which helps because, like I mentioned earlier, for those of us that are constantly on the go and we might not always eat the best, like McDonald's, this helps relieve that, and it helps you feel a little bit more comfortable in your skin. And not only that, it also relieves heartburn. So if anybody ever has a heartburn issue, this is the way to go. Now, as I mentioned, I don't drink this right away. I leave it alone for a couple of hours. Oh, excuse me. Because that way it ferments a little bit better. And again, I normally drink just like a bottle of water in the beginning of my day, and then this is what I use to help rein it in the rest of the time. And then there you go. Mix it all up, leave it alone, and then you're all set for the rest of the time. All right, well, that's all I have for today. If anybody ever has any questions, just email, call, text, whatever, because I have a bunch of different concoctions like this. This is just my personal favorite, especially with the holiday season. All right, have a good rest of the day.